Welcome to the Brad Lang Show's 4th of July celebration. I am Brad Lang, and I love fireworks. July 4th, 1776, Independence Day, the day we, as Americans, celebrate 56 old white men deciding to save all our asses from life under an oppressive, all-powerful government. So here is a salute to America. Cut that. Stop. Who made that? Uh, so, uh, mm-hmm. We're gonna skip the salute and we're gonna dig right into the meat. On a day when we celebrate this country and all that we've accomplished, I have to ask one question: why do Democrats hate America? I mean, sure, they'll claim how much they love this country and its people, while at the same time trying to change everything about it.
We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America.
Sure, they'll wrap themselves in the flag and talk about moving the country forward to what we were intended to be. But they don't want us to become what we were intended to be. They want us to become what they wish that we were. See, they want the same top-down controlled population. They want it controlled by a small group of elite political power players. I mean, could you imagine what a country run by Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi would look like? I mean, even worse, a country run by Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Now, luckily, we here at the Brad Lang Show have the technology. We're going to take a look into an alternate reality, and we'll see how things are going in Bernie and Lizzie's little utopia. Welcome to the year 2023. After narrowly defeating Donald Trump and Mike Pence in a hotly contested election in 2016, Bernie Sanders is now President of the United States, and Elizabeth Warren is the Vice President. Apparently, the promise of free college, a $15 minimum wage, and universal health care for all was enough to get just enough of those brainwashed snowflakes to put down the bong and hash pipe long enough to follow the trail of Doritos to the polls. Nearing the end of their second term, they have implemented their wish list, and things couldn't be going better. Oh my God, that hurts to watch. I mean, I feel dirty. There we go. That feels better. Now, thankfully, we don't live in that world, thanks in part to our Constitution. You see, it's extremely difficult to force the country into such a drastic direction in such a short period of time. America is a country built on the premise that a person is free to chart their own course, pursue their own happiness, now as long as it doesn't interfere with the fundamental rights of another citizen. Now, tell me one policy position that the left holds that isn't antithetical to those principles. Freedom of religion? The left attacks Christians every chance they get. Now, I suppose if you're a Muslim, you could do that. I mean, you couldn't get a Democrat to say radical Islam if you waterboarded them. Now, freedom of the press? That as long as you're pushing a left-wing agenda, then you can literally say anything you want. I mean, it doesn't even have to be true. The freedom of speech, I mean, good luck being a conservative on a college campus these days. Now, do I even need to mention where they stand on the Second Amendment? Democrats fight for government-managed health care, government-managed education, and government-mandated wages. They cater to illegal immigrants for votes over the interests of American citizens and their safety. We fought a war against the greatest superpower of its time so we could live free of government intrusion. Now half this country wants to tell you how much soda you can drink, what car you can drive, and how much of your money you should be able to keep. Voting every year to take more and more of your money to funnel it to people who sneak into our country, call terrorist attacks workplace incidents, and promise as many free goodies as they can to ensure they maintain their grip on power. We went from taxation without representation to representation without taxation. Now, luckily, since 2010, Democrats have lost historic seats in Congress and state houses. They're losing grips on reality across the country at a record pace. They possess the fewest seats they've held in nearly a century, but they still control the media, Hollywood, and the education system. This historic rebuke of the last 7 years hasn't made anyone take a good hard look in the mirror and it's just driven the party even further to the left, and only the most radical elements remain. Bernie, Lizzie, Rosa DeLauro, have you seen that woman? Nancy Pelosi. So as you celebrate Independence Day, remember, there are still those who wish to supplant freedom with control, and we cannot get complacent. We must constantly remind them that we are here, we are free, and we are Americans. Have a safe and happy Independence Day.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
To stay up to date on all the latest content and videos, be sure to click subscribe, and you can find me on Twitter @BradLangShow. Thanks for watching.